What's up, beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy. Happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. If you're going to the Battle for Zendikar pre-release tonight, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you pull really awesome things and stuff. I'm going to the midnight pre-release with a couple of my friends, and I'm really excited. I haven't been to a midnight pre-release in like a very long time, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, today's Friday's feature cards. I got a lot of stuff to talk to you guys about. A lot of really awesome things that I've noticed. And we're gonna actually start with Origins. This is my last time drafting Origins, probably for a bit. And I'm gonna miss drafting Origins. But these were a couple of cards that I played that I were like, these are really sweet. I drafted last week, oh my gosh, it feels like a really long time ago last week. I drafted blue, red, control, kind of aggro, like I don't really know what I was trying to do there. It wasn't really good, but these were some cards that were really awesome that I got to draft. The first card is Disperse. I was really happy to pick one copy of this card up because this is just a really awesome not really removal card, but I like it because it's non-land permanent. I mean, you're dealing with like a lot of creatures and stuff like that, but you just get rid of their big threatening thing on the board, and I think Disperse is just a really good card. The next card that I drafted, I was really happy to draft, is Send to Sleep. Even if you don't have Spell Mastery, this card's still really good because if you have lethal on board, you can tap down their creatures. They don't get it, you know, their combat phase or whatever, you know, they don't get to attack with anything in their combat phase. You tap down really threatening things, and then you go in and swing for points of damage and potentially win, which is really awesome. So, Send to Sleep is cool. I drafted 2 Claustrophobias. I was really happy to be past these. I was like, yes, Claustrophobia, which this card's really sweet. So basically, it's just kind of like, hey, I don't like your thing. It's just gonna sit there and do nothing. So Claustrophobia is just really good. It's good in a lot of different matchups, and I was really happy to draft 2 of those. I picked up a Separatist Voidmage. I like Separatist Voidmage a lot because you bounce it, and then you can swing in with your dudes, and then you get to bounce something of theirs, which is really cool. Something that was potentially preventing you from doing, you know, from swinging and stuff, so that card is sweet. And then I have Boggart Brute. I was really happy to pick one of these up because this is a really cool dude. It's like 3 mana for a 3/2 with Menace is really awesome. What was that? I feel like there's like always obscure noises. Why are you yelling? I feel like there's like 12 good reasons I could give you for you not to yell right now. Whatever. Okay, Boggart Brute. Yeah, really cool card. I was really happy to pick that up. Just a really nice body, just a really nice card to have in your 3-drop slot. You're drafting red in Origins, you've probably seen him, and he's a really good staple. And the last card actually killed someone with Sphinx's Tutelage, and it was a really nice feeling because the week before that, I got milled out by Sphinx's Tutelage. It was kind of a cool way to die, like, oh yeah, I just like got, you know, killed by like mill. It was, Sphinx's Tutelage is just really awesome, and it's really even better in draft because you have 40 cards, and it's just like, you get it out, and then you gotta like, it's just really good. I was like playing, I like milled someone out who's playing like mono white, which was weird for me to see because normally people like in draft are running like at least another color or maybe even 3 colors, so it was really weird to see like, you know, that do things. It was really interesting. But yeah, those were the cards that from Origins that I drafted, which were really cool. And then we're going to talk about cards from my Mughis God of Slaughter deck. Now, recently in EDH, I've been playing a lot of my Cassiger deck, and I do have a couple of cards to talk to you guys about there. But I do have other EDH decks, and I don't talk about them a lot, simply because I haven't played them a lot. And last night and the weekend before, I think, I got to play around with my EDH decks, and I've missed them. And my one deck that I have is my Mughis God of Slaughter deck, which I'm going to be doing a deck tech on at some point, probably next week. This deck is really sweet. It's basically revolved all around sacrifice and basically all around token gen. And so one of my favorite cards, it's one of my favorite EDH cards in general, but it was doing a lot of work last night in Mughis, the other night whenever I played it in Mughis, is Crystal Ball. I really like this artifact a lot because a lot of people look at it and they're like, that's really bad. And I was like, yeah, but like every turn you get to scry. And you get to scry too, which is really awesome, and I really like how it's like 1 mana, so it's like really easy to pay for. It's really easy to just set aside 1 mana for that. And I just got to like scry away things that I just didn't want, or keep things on top that I did want, and stuff like that. So this card was really, really good. I like Crystal Ball. I'm a huge fan. Okay, this is a card that I had never had up in this deck up until recently, and I have no idea why, and that is Viscera Seer. Okay, there's a reason that this card, I mean, it's in Modern for the Malera combo, but this card is sweet. It's just like, first off, you don't have to pay anything to sacrifice it, which is really awesome. Second, it's a deck that revolves around sacrifice. Third off, you get to scry with it. And fourth off, it's 1 mana for a 1/1. That's really, really good. So you get this out early game, you're really, really happy. Even if you get it out late game too. you can like sacrifice your board and stuff like that. You got a blood artist out, you're just, and someone pulls with the board, you're like, I'm gonna sack all my things, I get to scry, and I have blood artist out, and blood artist is just amazing. Like, I really get, I kind of think I want the new, the new version, like, of blood artist and stuff like that, for this deck, because I think it would be really sweet. So, Viscera Seer is great. Then we have Attrition, and like, this card is just really awesome. It's just like, it's like 1 mana to destroy a target non-black creature. That's really good. Yeah, you gotta sacrifice your stuff, but again, this deck doesn't care about that. So, I think this card is sweet. Okay, this is a card that I just recently put in there, and it's one of those cards that was just chilling in my binder. I was kind of like, I guess I'll put you in the deck, and I'm really glad I did, and that is Doomed Necromancer. Basically, the reason that this card is so good is because basically you pay a total of, you pay 3 to play him, but then you pay 1 mana to get rid of him, and then you get to bring something expensive-wise that's back for 1 mana. That's really good. That's like really awesome. Like, I can't believe I didn't put him in the deck before, and then I used him the other night and I was like, whoa, he's really awesome. So I was really happy that I put him in the deck, and just a really unique card, not something that's like used a lot, but actually, is he expensive? I want to say he's like a couple of dollars, but he's either like a couple of dollars or he's like 20 cents. I don't remember. But he's really good. Cool. Okay, so now we're going to talk about angels, and my angel EDH deck is just really awesome. I'm totally getting that new angel, that really awesome one where you get to like return things back and stuff like that, because if it's late game and people have gotten rid of Avacyn, my commander, and I like just don't have like things, I can just get things back from my graveyard and it's permanent. It's just like the new angel, I don't know what it's called. It's from Battle for Zendikar. It's like a 4/4 for 7, I think. I need it. I need it really, like, badly. Like, that's one of the things that I really need from Battle for Zendikar. I also really need a Kiora for Tasigur, because Kiora's just really awesome. Okay, that's not the point. So a couple cards that I want to talk to you guys about. First card is Serra Avenger. This card's really cool. I actually have a, oh gosh, is this is Russian. I have a Russian Serra Avenger, which is really cool. I just really like showing you guys, like, I'm really excited to do my deck tech for my angel deck because I have such cool, like, foil angels and, like, stuff in different languages. I really appreciate this. This is me being like, hey, look at my cards and look how cool they are. Like, it's not even like this is ridiculously expensive, it's just, this is cool. It's in a different language. Appreciate it, because I do. Okay, basically, she's 2 mana for a 3/3 flying vigilance. It doesn't seem like it's all that great, but this card is really cool because you get it out, you know, turn 4 or whatever, and then you just have like a thing and it gets buffs with the deck because I have a couple buffs and stuff, and she's just really cool. The next card that I have an Italian, Amara, wow, why am I slipping on what this name is? Emeria Angel, yeah, there we go. Wait, hold on, no, this is Spanish, I'm sorry. Wow, why did I say Italian? This is Spanish. This is a Spanish Emeria Angel, and this card's really cool because basically you get like bird tokens. Get bird tokens, man. Like, very angry bird tokens that are in the air that are coming to swing at you. Be scared. Yes, this card is really cool. I really like it. And again, I appreciate the fact that it's in Spanish. By the way, speaking of Spanish cards, did you guys know that the Spanish version of Inquisition of Kozilek is like $100? Why? Because no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Monty Python reference for those who don't. Just watch Monty Python. It's pretty okay. Okay, the next card that I have, this card is really awesome. This card is in Origins, and that is, I don't need to show you that card. It's not in a cool language or anything. It's Archangel of Tithes. This card is really cool. Basically, I really just like this card, like, a lot. Like, honestly, if I cared about Standard, I would probably be running white so that I could run Archangel, because she's just really cool. It's just, like, she's a really nice body. 4 mana for a 3/5 flyer is really cool. And then the fact that, like, you know, it just shuts down your opponents, and then it, like, forces them to use their mana in a way that they didn't want to, and I really like her. I'm really happy I got her for the deck. I traded her. I'm really mad because I traded for her when she was like 13 and now she's like 5, and I was kind of bummed about that. It was kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, prices, you know, when the set comes out, you just like never know how things go, and yeah. Okay, Cool. Now we're gonna, last couple cards that we're gonna talk about are from my Tasigur EDH deck. I just recently did a deck tech on this, so I talked about a couple of these cards, so I don't really want to, I talked about these cards, so I don't really want to get like too, actually, I think I added one card since I did that video, actually, which I'll talk to you guys about that. But I talked about all these cards in there, except for one. So the first card that I have is Deathbringer of Regent, and I really like Deathbringer of Regent because you're playing an EDH where you're going to be playing against multiple people are going to have creatures. So basically, you're casting a 5/6 for 7 mana flyer that blows up the board, which is really cool, because you blow up the board, things go to your graveyard, which you don't really care about with Tasigur because you can just get them back or whatever, or you have a bunch of creatures where they get buffs if there are things in your graveyard, so it's just kind of like a win-win all around. And basically, it's just like, blow up the board, and you have a 5/6 flyer, which is really cool. And something about the deck is that the deck just doesn't really have a lot of, like, board wipes. Like, it has, like, I think it has, like, 2 board wipes now that I'm thinking about it, but it's not really a huge deal. I don't really think the deck, like, needs it too much, and I really like how this is a creature who acts as removal. I'm going to be doing a whole video talking about that, and Deathbringer Regent is just really sweet. And I actually have the promo, too, which is really nice. It's, like, foil and, like, pretty and stuff, and okay. This is me again showing you guys all my cool magic cards that I have. Okay, the next, he gets you the one counter card, the counter in this deck. Like, I don't know why I have one counter in the deck, like, I probably could have more, but there's a reason that this card is in here, and that's Plasm Capture. If you are running Simic colors, i.e. green and blue, in each, you should run Plasm Capture because this card's awesome, because you counter something that's really, really big. So you counter something that's like 7 mana, and guess what? Your next pre-combat main phase, you get 7 mana into your pool of any color that you want, which is awesome. So like, it's just really good because you can like use that mana to Tasigur, you can, you know, use the mana to cast whatever it is that you want. Like, it's just so good. And like a lot of times in EDH when, you know, people are going to be putting out like these really big threatening things, even if you just counter something, you still get the mana from that, from whatever their current mana cost is. So I really like Plasm Capture a lot. I'm really glad I included it in this deck. Like, I was really kind of hesitant, like, including one counter. I love Plasm Capture. It's really sweet. Cool. The next we get into how I won last night with my Tasigur EDH deck. If you can't tell, this deck is really sweet and I really like it. And is my princess coming home? I think my princess is coming home. Oh no, I thought my roommate was coming home and I got really excited. She was gonna be on camera. Okay, nope, that dream faded. Anyways, and that is Jarad. And basically how I won last night. Oh yeah, so I was telling you guys about how cool my deck is. So it's basically just like, I really like my Tasigur EDH deck. Like, it's probably like my favorite EDH deck. It's just really good. I just really like Tasigur a lot, and like, I just really like the deck. It's just fun and I get things back and I do cool things. Okay, and basically I won last night with Jarad because I had Tasigur and then I bestowed Night Howler on Tasigur. So Tasigur was like a, oh gosh, like a 26 or a 27 or something, whatever. So I played Jarad, and you know, I was really hesitant about putting Jarad in this deck. I was kind of like, yeah, maybe he'll be good. And I put him in, and I was like, oh no, I know why I put him in this deck, because basically you play Jarad, for 3 mana, you sacrifice something. I sacrificed Tasigur. I did 27 damage to someone. That's really cool. It was just really awesome because it's like, I don't even have to swing. I can just have my big dudes. And like, the thing I like about my creatures in the deck is that a lot of them are just really big and really threatening. Oh, by the way, last night I got to do the really cool thing where I cast Artisan of Kozilek, and then I brought back Prime Speaker Zagana, and I got to draw 10 cards, and it was awesome. That's like one of my favorite combos to do in the deck. Like, if you're thinking about building Tasigur EDH, build Tasigur EDH. It's awesome. It's fun. I love it. And the last card that I want to talk to you guys about is, there's a reason that this card is banned in Modern, and part of me is like, I wish it wasn't because I would run it, but then part of me is like, actually, I'm kind of glad it's banned so that other people can't use it against me, and that is Dig Through Time. Like, if you are playing blue in EDH, please run Dig Through Time, please. I'm really asking you nicely here. You should run Dig Through Time because this card is amazing. Basically, it's, you pay 2 mana, basically, pretty much, you delve things away, to look at your top 7 cards, and you pick the 2 best ones that go into your hand. That's like amazing. That is like so good. That was my dramatic pause right there. Okay, that is really, really good. In a total of 2 games the other day, I got to cast Dig Through Time 3 times. I was very, very happy. It was great. I was playing against my friend Paul, and like, I Tasigur, and I don't even remember what else was in my graveyard, but he gave me Dig Through Time back. And my favorite thing ever when I'm playing Magic is when I'm playing Tasigur, and they give me card draw, like, back. They're like, have your Brainstorm back. And they think, oh man, it's just a Brainstorm. I'm like, Thank you for my brainstorm, because I get to draw 3 cards now and I get to pitch back 2 of them and it's awesome. So like, yeah, I'm a really happy camper whenever I cast Dig Through Time, and like, it's just a really good Magic card and I really like it a lot. Alright guys, that is it. Like I said, if you're going to the Battle for Zendikar pre-release, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you guys open up, like, those really awesome expedition lands. Like, it's so funny, so I was talking to my boyfriend Zane yesterday, and he's like, if you open up, like, what is the is it colored one? The blue-red one. Is it Bloodstained Mire? No, that's the black-red one. I don't remember, but that one, he's like, yeah, if you open that, I want it. I was like, if I open that, I'll, like, probably cry. Like, I don't even know if I open up, like, an expedition fetch, like, that would be really, really sweet. Like, the thing is that I don't even need it. Like, if I pulled one, I just, like, would trade it away, because, like, then I can get, like, Snapcaster Mages and Tarmogoyfs so that I can build stuff for Modern. That's what I would do if I opened up one of those. What would you guys do? Like, that's the question of this video, is what would you do if you opened up an Expedition land? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna hang on to it, or are you gonna trade it? And if you're gonna trade it, what are you gonna trade it for? Answer that in the comments below. Ooh, maybe I'll start doing like a question in my video where like I ask a question, you guys comment. That would be really cool. Maybe, I don't know, let me know what you think about that. Okay guys, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I'll talk to you next